Hello my dear students. So today I am going to start the next topic, that is oligopoly market. So in the previous video we have discussed about monopolistic competition. So today I am going to start this oligopoly market. So first you have to understand the definition. Now whatever market is called oligopoly form of market. So the market in which there are few sellers, okay, there are few sellers or firms selling the product, and the product may be homogeneous or differentiated, and there is intense competition among the producers, okay, there is an intense competition among the producers. So because of that, few sellers or few firms, the competition is intense among them. So this is the definition. Now what type of products are available in this form of market? So we have to understand that. We have mentioned that few sellers. So you have to understand how few sellers are there and whatever products they are producing. Now let's start with example. So first consider electronics. Electronic items. So if we consider these electronic items, only few forms are there. Okay, I will consider that suppose a TV set. Let's take TV sets. So when we say the number of forms producing the TV sets, we will find hardly 10 or 12 forms producing that TV, or it may be mobile set, or in the case of automobiles also. Okay, in the case of automobiles or that vehicles or the cars, the number of producers are few. So in the case of this TV sets, if we say Sony is there, Samsung, maybe Onida, Videocon, and so on. So hardly you will find the number producers 10 or 12. Similarly, in the case of automobiles or the cars or the vehicles producing form, so that vehicles or the car producing forms are also few in number. One may be Maruti Suzuki, maybe Santro, maybe Hyundai. So in this way, maybe Mercedes, maybe, but the number of producers are not more than 10 or 12. And in the case of these baby foods, especially baby foods are also produced by only few forms. Not all forms are producing that types of product. That's why in the definition we have mentioned that the number of sellers are few. And the product available in this type of market may be homogeneous or differentiated. So whatever products are homogeneous, the product which are similar or identical in shape, size, color, design, etc. So that is called pure oligopoly, and the other one, the product which are differentiated, that is called a differentiated form of oligopoly. Okay, so this is the definition and the example. Now next I will start features of oligopoly market. Okay, the next one we have features of oligopoly market. So the first features we have intense competition. So first you have to understand why there is intense competition in this oligopoly market. So intense competition exists between the firms because of that few sellers. Because of few sellers or firms. Since the number of sellers or the number of producers are very few, not more than 10 or 12. And because of that, the individual supply of a product or the commodity in the market A has a significant impact, or has a significant power to influence the market price as well as quantity supply in the market, because the contribution of each individual supply in the total supply of commodity plays a vital role. So the action of one firm affects the reaction of the other firms. If one of the rival firm is taking or making any strategies or appropriate strategies regarding the selling of or to increase the sale of that product, the rival firm will also keep watching the strategies made by the other firm. So the rival firms will also react accordingly, according to the strategy of the opponent firm. They will react, and they will also make the similar types of strategy so that they can prevail in the market, or they can still compete with each other firms. So that is the first features. Once again, in the case of intense competition, why there is intense competition? Because the number of sellers are few, or the firms are few, not more than 10. And if the number of sellers are few, then each individual firm has a significant power to influence the market price and the quantity supply of the product. So if one of the firm is making any appropriate strategy, then the rival firm will also do the same, so that they can compete with each other in the market and they can survive in the market. Okay, so that is the first feature. The second feature, we have interdependence. So interdependence of the firm in the terms of decision making is very important in the case of this oligopoly market. Now, since the number of firms are few firms are there in the case of this oligopoly market. Now, because of these few firms, if any action is taken by, suppose there are two firms A and B. Now, this firm A is, suppose this firm A and B are car producing firm. Now, suppose A is Maruti Suzuki, and this B is, suppose Santro. Now, if any action or any decision taken by firm A or Maruti Suzuki in the terms of that price or quality or any features of the product will affect the action of this firm B, that is suppose Santro. Now I will give you one more example here. Suppose this Maruti Suzuki is giving free insurance service. Okay, suppose Maruti Suzuki is giving free insurance service to its customer. Then what the Santro will do? Santro will also follow the similar types of strategy. So this Santro will also do the same. To its customer. So what I mean to say that if one of the car company is giving any discount or free insurance facility to its customer, the other rival firm will also do the same thing, or they will follow the same strategy. Means here, if one firm is taking any action, the other firm will also retaliate. Okay, retaliate in the terms of, it may be price, either by increasing or decreasing price, or changing the features of the product, or quality of the product. So in this way, there is interdependence among the firms. Each firm are highly interdependent with each other, because if any action is taken by one firm, the other firm will also react in a same way so that they can compete with each other. As I have given one example, if Maruti Suzuki is giving free insurance services to its customer, the Santro car or maybe Hyundai will also follow the same strategy to provide similar types of benefit to its customers, so that they can compete with each other. Okay, so this is the case of this interdependence. Okay, the third feature we have nature of the product. So the firm under oligopoly market produces two types of product. It may be homogeneous product or differentiated product. Now we have to understand what type of product is a homogeneous product. So the product which are identical in shape, size, color, design, trademark, everything. So that type of product is called homogeneous. And the differentiated product, the product which differ in shape, size, color, design, trademark. So that type of products are called differentiated product. Now the firm under oligopoly produces two types of product, that is homogeneous or differentiated. So if the firm is producing homogeneous product, then that is called pure oligopoly. Pure oligopoly. And if the firm is producing a differentiated type of product, then that is called differentiated oligopoly. Differentiated oligopoly. Now I will give you few example of this pure oligopoly. Now in the case of LPG gas, okay, or cooking gas, we have only few forms, okay, and there is no differentiation. Whatever the products will get, the product will be similar. So these are the two forms producing. Indian is also producing that cooking gas, and this version is also producing that cooking gas. So here the cooking gas is similar in color, odor, and the other features. So this comes under pure oligopoly. Whereas the different cars, okay, it will be Maruti Suzuki, Santro. So in that case we can see that the product features are different from each other. The trademark is different from each other. So that type of market in which the product are different from each other in the terms of features, model, or maybe in the terms of quality, color, design, then that type of market is called a differentiated oligopoly. So fourth important features of this oligopoly market is importance of selling cost. So first you have to understand what is selling cost. So selling costs are the expenditure incurred by a firm to promote its sales or to increase its sales through various sales promotion measures. So one of the sales promotion measures is advertisement. So through advertisement, what they are doing, they are advertising the product through various medias, and they are trying to attract the number of consumers. So once the more number of consumers are attracted towards its product, the number of sales or the revenue of the firms will increase. So in the case of this oligopoly market, the selling cost play an important factor. We know that the number of firms are few, okay, or the few sellers are there, and there is intense competition among the firms. So each firm compete with each other through various measures. They try to attract the number of consumers towards them through various sales promotion measures. So one of them is advertisement, other one is door-to-door campaign, the third one may be giving discounts. So suppose say two car companies there, one is Maruti and suppose say another one is Santro. Now suppose say this Maruti is giving 20% discount if you purchase the car of this firm Maruti Suzuki, then suppose they are giving 20% of discount. Now the other rival firm will also follow the same strategy. Okay, they may also give 20% of discount to its customer. So whenever they are making huge expenditure for increasing their number of sales through various sales promotion measures, then that is called selling cost. And this is very important in the case of oligopoly market, because each firm wants to capture the whole market. So in order to do that, they have to advertise their product, they have to give various facility to their customers so that they will be attracted towards their product and they can increase their sales. Okay, so the last feature of this oligopoly market is barrier to entry. So barrier to entry means entry is restricted. So no new firms are allowed and to enter and start similar types of business. If the entry is free, then firm may not retain the characteristics of oligopoly market. So that restriction may exist in the different form. It may be in the form of patent rights, copyrights, or maybe due to importance of that inputs. If only one firm is producing that inputs as well as producing that finished product, so in that case that particular firm has advantage in the terms of that input, because other firm may not get similar types of inputs or raw materials to produce and compete with their rival firms. So here entry is restricted. So because of that restricted entry, the firm can retain the characteristics of this oligopoly market.